All right. Hey, collective. How y'all doing out there today, my trendsetters? Now, somebody put in my comment sections that Chrisean Rock said that she's a trendsetter. I said, she must be looking at my videos. Now, I'm not sure what's on the thumbnail as of yet, but I think I'm going to put a couple of people up there. Now, I did get a request to do a reading on Jaidyn. Now, she's definitely a part of the circus, and she likes to keep her shit undercover. Now, I want to say that you can't hide what's going on in the dark, especially when you got children. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to talk about Little Journey Pie today because she's a reflection of her mama and what's going on behind the scenes. Now, every time you put the camera on Little Journey, she never ceases to amaze you, right? And just imagine, it's just little snippets. And that behavior is going on all through the day. Now, the request was because Jaidyn seems to be a little bit down in the dumps. And that probably has a lot to do with the fact that Blue is home. You know, he's in her energy. And he's bringing that toxicity around her and her children. Now, for the most part, you want to see her as speaking with some sense of a level head. But she's has trauma bonded with him. It's childhood sweethearts, probably her first love. It's an attachment. It's an addiction. We get addicted to people. Now, a lot of times I pay attention to Little Journey, and I'm just bring this thought to your mind. Like when her and Blue play house. Why is the dolls always fighting? And because he's such an ass, he encourages the fighting. Maybe ask questions of why you want the dogs. I'm talking about they be whooping ass. Just think of her language. She's so aggressive. She be knocking the hell out of her mama and her daddy. She don't want her mama touching her daddy. What's going on? Now, Jaidyn is a stay-at-home mom. I would assume. I don't think she got a 9 to 5. I don't think she going nowhere, going to work. You would think that her hands-on approach would, provide a little bit more stability, structure. But she let her bounce and pop all upside the damn head. Now, I don't know what's going on with that. But in the black household, oh, hell no. Now, Blue Thick is cute, but, he already said that he'll let his daughter date a crackhead. So, what do you expect? He, in so many words, said that when asked if his daughter was to meet somebody like him, hey, I told you a little story, and I don't know if it's... man, listen, y'all. Woo! I've been looking at Bro Sanchez, and that is my spiritual teacher. Now, we don't know each other, personally, but yeah, Spirit sent my energy right that way in 2020. Now, I don't look at him as much as I used to, but he done brought some new shit to the table. He just had a video called We Are the Black Incubator Babies. And I said, damn, I was channeling them because y'all, if you've been following my channel, I've been talking about incubator babies for a long time. He's been talking about the chakras, life and death, and, why you were here, and religion, and so many things. Bro Sanchez, black young man, a guru, a master teacher. Go over there and check him out. Start out with the We Are Black We are the black incubator babies. And you ain't got to be black. Alright? Anyway. Yeah. He doesn't necessarily preach separatism. Alright? And that's that. However, back to Miss Journey. Because, she's really depicting the conflict that's going on behind the scenes. It's like a cry for help. It's 911. It's a flag. It's a red flag. It's help, help, help. Mayday, mayday. Now, we know that Blue has a lot of debt. She was just recently in a car accident where she took out 3 cars. That's money. Ain't nobody got no job. Blue just got canceled off of Twitch. Didn't we just see a video recently about something going on with the restaurant, the King of Crabs? It's money. They thrive on toxicity. I don't think that I think that a lot is going on because he's home. I don't know. Money running low and shit like that right there. But anyway, let me pull from some cards. Let me see. Now, when I pull from the cards, because I like to deal with numbers more than anything. Now, I like the little images on here, though. Imagery, syncretism, because that's my master teacher. This is how he told me to approach the world. Not necessarily, I'm talking about the breakdown of the word, the English language. The boy, listen, he was over there doing that too. In the video I just seen. Now that video is 4 hours long, so you had to break that up in increments. But anyway, had me in tears in one of those videos, y'all, because we just don't even understand the lies. And it's time for the genie to come up out the bottle. Now, I also seen another video today on Make It Make Sense. Now, it was titled Trafficking, what's her name? Leslie Nunn, and had Chrisean Rock on the image. And I'm talking about, when I say kudos, bravo, excellent presentation, breakdown, I'm talking about everything that I be talking about over here on this channel when it comes to Zeus Network. You can't make it up. And he has a huge following. And I was just like, wow. Wow, he even talked about Maury. Good, y'all. Go over there and check it out. But anyway, let's pull on Jaidyn's energy. Now, of course, because of how Journey's acting, her parenting style is being questioned as well. Now, of course, they're not handicapped or anything like that right there, but it's still child abuse. And remember, the seeds that you plant. Remember I said that we didn't even know Nevaeh's mother, and we all was questioning where is her mom, because of her behavior, how she's acting. And because of how she's acting, all her mom did was come on TikTok and do a little dance. Boy, they tore that lady apart. And that's because how Nevaeh is acting. Same way with Journey. Now when Journey grow up, because she already be knocking both their ass upside the head, she's gonna whoop Jaidyn. This gonna be the mom. Now Journey would be the baby that if you had parents that was selling street farmers in the house, she would take the stuff to school and probably sell it to the kids. If she found a pow, she probably would take it to show and tell. Am I picking on her? No, because we all done seen it. You know this to be true. Look at how she act. Look at how the auntie had her and she was cussing the auntie out. If she could have bucked up and she had a little strength on her, she would have knocked her in the face. All right. And you think it's going to get better? Oh, shit. shit. And I just want y'all to think about all that behavior, and then Blue took them to buy some toys, rewarding bad behavior. Go ahead and just cut on up, and I'm gonna just go out here and buy you some toys. This is how people think that just because they buy their kids Timberlands and Nike shoes, that I'm a good parent. Like Chrisean, but she won't feed his ass. Oh, weird bitch. I gotta let y'all see what I just seen. You see, we only see half the story. And look, she got a candle, maybe light bulb moments, a lot going on in her mind. The fire is like the pit, the root, but it's a fire sign. It's the King of Wands. It's leadership. It's the one that rules and leads the soul, the spirit. Is she covering up the root of the problem? I'm telling you. Now, we never see anything about Lil Javon because he's a little older. But I just bet. Just wait. Just wait. And I'm not wishing any of these things on these people. Yeah, she stressed the fuck out. And see, the pendulum is swinging. She might be asking questions of her higher self, doing a little soul searching. And look at it. Look what she got on. You can even see this as shame. The clothes, the cover up. Just think about any time that you ever, you ain't want to be in your sex. And it's so crazy. I was just thinking about her and the plastic surgery she has done to herself. Like, how old was she when she got a butt job? And just think about the term plastic surgery. Why is it named that? Like, I need my teacher, my master teacher, to break that down to me. And just think about all the plastic that they feeding us. Man, when I tell you, I was crying like a baby from one of them videos. I'm like, why, Spirit, why? Why we gotta go through this? Listen, look at the pendulum. And this is the when you swing the pendulum and you ask it questions, it's telling you things that you need to know. They really work. Now, some people see it as just your subconscious talking to you, but I don't think so, because I tested it. I believe there's something greater than us. Ain't no man made me. I don't know, though. I'm thinking about those incubator babies. Yo, I just did a reading on the Aries channel. I'm Aries. And the truth card, the King of Swords came, and I said, what do you want us to know? And it was the truth. Y'all, we don't even know. And I'm telling you that he bringing something so different from the table, because I've been following him since 2020. And his story had begun to get redundant because I have all heard it so many times before. But this shit is something different. And sometimes, and he actually explains that he don't know everything, but he brings so many things to the table to make you say, damn. And the symbolism, the geometry, I'm talking about, you cannot deny it. And I'm telling you, all of this is to keep you in a low vibrational state. And it's an attack on the feminine energy. And I'm like to myself, they were going to feed us plastic. Why the fuck is you keep putting the calories in the plastic? It's a little fun. But anyway, let's see. I don't know. What's she looking at? Bills, email, eating her ass alive. Now, was she smashing Blue? Yeah. I want to say yeah because you know why? I'm not putting no perm in your motherfucking head. It's just intimate. Now, somebody told me that BlueFace actually blushed Stunner Girl's hair. Oh, hell no. He was really trying to dig a knife in that girl, wasn't he? I'm telling you, that's some intimate stuff, y'all. That's your crown. That's your glory. But listen, what's this? Oh, what's that secret admirer? The vase. I don't know. You know, I mean, I feel like she was even coerced, even almost to have intimate connections with women. I don't know. I don't know why they came up. Man, when listen, now I'm thinking about Karlisa talking about her son ain't no pimp. Yes, the hell he is. That's Hugh Hefner. And that's where he want to be any damn way. Because that's the men that you brung around his life. Pimps! And that's where he learned how to be a man from them. And maybe it's the treatment of those women in his lives that he's taking it out on because of you. He don't like your ass. But anyway. Yeah. And Journey, I don't know. She feel it. She see it. Yeah. She be, boy, I tell you, I give her till she about 13 years old. She gonna put her lights out. She look like she gonna be a little chunky too. I don't know. They say she may be tall too. Yeah. Now this is the Six of Wands, and I don't know. It's giving me grooming. You know, it's giving me. Sometimes we camouflage the outside. You know, to mask the inside. And look at the people is those her two kids looking at her? She's being groomed. But oh, that's three people. What's going on? Well, that's communication. But it's 6 wands, I'm sorry. And it's like it's usually 5 people, you know, it's like ancestors in the backyard cheering you on because there was war. And the pendulum is over here swinging, but look at all those candles up there. And this is coat racks and shit like that right there. I don't know. And I chose these cards because of the symbolism. Now, we did see the secret admirer card. You know? I don't know. Came out for a reason. Oh, look at that. The Page of Cups. This is a love interest. And look. And maybe she's going to find her damn dignity. Some bounce back. You know, we all go through epiphanies or soul-searching points in our life when we have to mature, grow up. Maybe that's it. You know, it was kind of quiet when Blue was locked up. I don't think Journey was necessarily acting like that, but I don't know. But now, you know, she's all on the internet, and he's using his own child for clout. Looks like Chrisean, it ain't no different. She just ain't handicapped. This is seeds that he's planting. People are watching. Make it make sense. Well, I'm talking about when I talk about the seeds that, Natalie Nunn. She even, I mean, man, he really opened up my eyes to a lot about her characteristic. I never knew. Yeah, see, there's something going on. 3 of Pentacles, work. 9 Pentacles, 6 Pentacles. Look, this look like she's looking for money. That's the Pentacles in her hand that's in the couch. Because it's 9, it's freedom, liberation. Yeah, you see, temperance. Temperance is, it kind of calms the mind from tempting offers. I don't know. Anybody that go out there and get a butt job and lips injections and shit like that, it gives me OnlyFans. Like you fucking with Hugh Hefner. Ooh, what's going on? Look, you see? That's the Queen of Wands. We seen the King of Wands at first. This is some stress in a relationship. Now she was over there with Adam Sandler and his wife. I said Adam Sandler, Adam 22, and his wife is a porn star. Now, I thought it was just money, and I think it is money, but what would you do? Listen, they live in a whole different tax bracket. I don't think their rent is like $2,000. I think it's like $10 a month or something like that right there. I just think about these raggedy ass rooms around where I live that it probably cost you about $1,000 to live in a regular room. Child, listen. Alright, I don't know. What's going on? We ain't never heard no more about her hitting 3 cars. I don't know. Woo. I don't know. It does look like something coming full circle. I don't know. Look at that. You see the 3 of Wands. And you see maybe that was what she was seeking on the internet that was stressing her out. Maybe this is some hope moving forward. But she got to come from out that gate. You see? There's the Queen of Cups. Life giving you lemonades, make lemons. But let me see. Let me see. 4 of Wands. Yeah, and this is like returning to one's root, where, it's sometimes it's celebrations, and I don't know, maybe this is when Blue came home. And 4 Wands and 6 Wands is 10 Wands, which could indicate stress, something coming to an end. But it's usually stress from the world, and it's, the Wands are tangible things. That's why they represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They are the ones that, perform actions. The cups represent your heart, the swords your mind. The pentacles is the money, the currency, the energy. And we can look at the houses and what they represent. Now you can look up the 10th house, because that's very relevant here. And it's authority. It's structure. It's discipline. But it's stress. And it could be, you don't know. She was over there with Adam 22. I don't know why it's coming to my mind. And I'm just thinking about journey. If you can't even discipline your own little child, and she beating you up and she only 3. Alright, now we got the 7 of Cups, which is one of temptation. Girl, you gonna drink the Kool-Aid or what? What you gonna do, Jaidyn? I told you, BlueFace over there grasping for straws of what he gonna do too. Now I'm not sure if Twitch was a source of revenue, but for him to be banned, is he gonna get it back? Probably. I don't know what's going on with that. But shit, where he making money at? How is he making money, y'all? How? To keep those bills paid. Wasn't his wages getting garnished? He got to pay for that 1 point to NBA YoungBoy, right? What's going on? Ain't nobody's talking about that though. Why he taking Stunner Girl shopping, or did she buy the food? I don't know, y'all. Okay. Now I'm gonna take it out because it's the Nine of Pentacles. It just gives me the feeling that she want to be free of something. Single. This card represents singlehood, enjoying the fruits of your own labor, celibacy, really connecting with nature, getting grounded. But it's currency. And it's right over here with the pendulum. It's like, as you weighing your options, girl, it's always swinging. You see? And on her shirt it says solitary witch. All these books. In the book, even though this is the hermit, he's always soul searching. But anytime I see books and because they're closed, she may need to learn something. You see, I'm telling y'all, we was taught so wrong. That's why the whole world is the way it is. If we had a good footprint, a blueprint, or anything like that right there, you'd think it'd be this bad. And maybe some bad apples but damn, y'all. Now, I don't know, and make it make sense. He was talking about black people being 13%, 11%. That's a lie. If we are the ones that bring in all the revenue, the money, you always need us for a vote. How in the fuck is that it don't make sense, okay? So stop that. Those census is lying. They lie about everything. How can you trust anything that they gave to you? Now I'm trying to tell y'all where to go over there and find your mind to get it back. The ancestors gave us him. And I trust him because he ain't doing it for money. He did it for so long without even being monetized. And it's not because he didn't want to be. Now you got the Strength card and the Seven of Pentacles right here. And this is investments. And you see, shop. And Strength. Anytime you see Strength, there's the Leo. Anytime you see the card Strength, the Leo, you see she's sitting there, with the cat, trying to be humble. Trying to hold on. Putting on a good front face. There's fear involved. That's what the world has caused us to live in fear. To make us go out here and do all kinds of things, strange things that could change. And look at it. The shop. It's an investment. And nurture what you have and see how it grows. But if you invest in, see, look at the Emperor. And see, wow. I mean, wow. It don't make it. And it's not like I'm really trying to beat up on her. It's because I'm 59 years old and I have been here and I've had seen this. And in my own, drunken states, bouts of sobriety, understanding that this shit just ain't normal. This ain't right. Something ain't right. Now, who is that? Karlisa, Bree, and the sister. Over here in the huddle. And look at Karlisa. She spent all her life on her back and got the nerve to talk about Jill. At least she do have a talent. Unbelievable. Yeah, see? It's something going on here. And it's something going on here. It's giving me ocean energy. That's what this is. The Queen of Wands. Right here next to the Six of Wands. There's the Seven of Wands standing up for yourself. But then 4 Wands, 11 Wands, 11th house usually represents service. And what kind of service is this? What you doing? She trying to find out how to make some money. I told you the second card we seen, she was looking online at the computer at debt. Look, I don't want to do it. Look, this shit got her stressed out. I said that before I even seen the card. Look at her hair. That's the 4 of Cups. That's reflecting on the past. It's trying to provide an offer to you, and she don't want it. Telling you, BlueFace is just stressing her all the hell out. He's just a menace. I told you. I know that perm, that creamy crack she put in his head and jacked him all. He was already messed up. He's an incubator baby. Yeah, just think about for somebody to stay in a relationship that long with Chrisean. He's not too sanitary himself. Ew. And he was munching on that? Damn. It's like, you know, you go over some. I remember, let me tell you this story. I remember I was in college. And it doesn't matter what I was going for. But anyway, this lady, she was older than me. She was even like a first lady. Her husband had a church. Now, I had never been to her house. I'm talking about, and me, I am definitely a fashionista. I was titled probably most best dressed in my day, I'm an Aries. I'm an artist, I'm very creative. I like color and, but it's just to give you an example of me. I don't give a damn if I live in a cardboard box, the projects, whatever, bitch. When you come in my house, it's going to be a whole nother world. It's not what you got, but it's what you make of it. Now, this lady invited me. She invited me. She knew I was coming. You want to come to my house over this day, this day, this day? And she's the church lady with the husband as a when we got out of the car. Now she got a nice car, she dressed nice, get her nails. I'm talking about, you would never think this. Older lady, I'm talking about way older than me. How old was I when I was going to school at this particular time? Maybe 35. And she was older than me, much older than me, maybe 7-10 years. Yeah. And because she was, I was seeking religion at that times and things of that nature, still finding myself, trying to understand better myself. This is one of my bouts of sobriety. Every time I went back to school, I always got sober. But anyway, she invited me to her house, and so when we got out the car, the yard was junky. And we always know that if the yard junky, pretty much the house gonna be junky too. But yeah, I said, fuck it. Let me just go in there. I can't turn around now. I'm not gonna be rude and say I ain't gonna hell up in there. When I got inside, that shit was crazy. I'm talking about it was so bad until it was pictures that was broken on the wall where like the the frame was even coming apart and you could see the distortion of the color, how it had faded out. I'm like, what? I'm talking about it was so filthy. Dirty clothes. I'm talking about filthy. I'm talking about I was in pure shock. She invited me over there. Now, she invited me again another time to her daughter's house. When I say the total opposite, clean and stuff like that right there, I was just like, I don't know. I couldn't say, I don't know. I ain't stand up for myself good enough. But I don't know. I think Spirit had to let me see that too, because I don't know how that little girl or her daughter was able to overcome, her mom being like that right there. But that was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? I ain't never go back no more though, y'all. But anyway, I don't know what that was about. But anyway, it's just to show you that you can't always judge a book by a cover. And anytime that there is something like that going on in the house where your house is in disarray like that, something was going on with that marriage in that house. Something was going on with her. And I don't give a damn if her and her husband was in the church. So that shit, nobody in their right mind is living like that. And then you go to your daughter's house and invited me to the daughter house to see the daughter house like that. What the fuck? You don't think I analyzed that up and down? Like, how the hell do you invite somebody to your house like that? I just don't understand how people be dirty. I just don't understand it, y'all. Something going on here. The lovers. Now it is the same sex, but I don't know. What's going on? In judgment. I don't know. It's like somebody's confiding in her, telling her there's the Three of Pentacles again. Money. Girl, listen. I don't know. It's her and Adam 22's wife friends. Sure, ain't no telling what those people be doing. They probably be having threesomes and stuff like that right there. Wasn't she supposed to get a podcast or something with them? I don't know. I'm just giving you something to think about. Let me know if you think I'm onto something, because I really don't follow Jaidyn. I don't know what the hell going on with her. I think this is my first time probably even talking about her, ain't it? Yeah. Now we got the High Priestess and the Good Luck Charm over here. Now we know that the High Priestess is, she's like the oracle. She represents the 8th house, loss. But she's your higher self. She could have something to do with that pendulum over there, because I told you sometimes it could be your own subconscious. But I do believe that it is something other than that. Now, you can get you a pendulum, and it doesn't necessarily have to be anything that's real. It just have to have something that's bigger on the bottom. And you can Google how to use one. You can use anything. Do it. Try it. Now the King of Pentacles is here, which is giving me money. You know, he's the action. Remember, when I talk about the queens and the kings, the queen is always, you know, the ideal. The ideal. She's first. The ideal. And then the king will be the one that takes the action. Now, even though I call us masculine and feminine energy, it's our minds that think. It's the feminine energy, and the body is the action, the part that takes the action. And the heart, the soul, the spirit of the man. All right? Now, I'm not sure. Let me see. Good luck. Look. The good luck charm. Page of Wands, which is fire. And why they look like a tower in the window, don't it? That's what I'm saying. Don't it look like it's on fire, like shit is going on? Like, it just don't look right, that house back there. But damn, what's going on? There's the Ace of Pentacles. I told you it was money, girl. I don't know. Cards. And look, the witch just in the background. 7 of Wands. The 7 down here. You know, the 7 of Wands is standing up for yourself. And this is, wait a minute, that's the 5 of Wands. I'm sorry. And this card says, a good covenant lets every witch have a say. And I was just talking about standing up for herself. She even let the baby beat her ass. And it just gives me Karlisa, Bree, and because it's like she didn't really want the auntie whooping on her daughter, but she ain't say nothing. You see how she was looking? Go back and look at it. She just put her head down. I just think about me. You know, if you don't get off my baby, bitch. Now, I'm not sure what this card is. It's like an extra, because you know it really doesn't depict anything in tarot, so I'm not sure what the hell this card is, but it's right there with that. But let me see, let me pull a little bit. I'm gonna come back to that. Now again, y'all know that this situation is just an example of what's going on in somebody else's house. And I told you they the poster children for what not to do. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, blue. Now you got nurture, and it's 29. It's a sense of urgency. 29 degree. It's Sagittarius energy. You know, it's because Sagittarius is the mature one. She represents temperance. You know, and it's almost like midlife crisis. I got to get the fuck up out of here. It's time to wrap this up so I can get back to one. I need this new beginning already. You see? Right? That. It's just giving me the feeling that she's really weighing her options. I want to be free. And it's money. 9 Pentacles. All right. And it just said nurture something. Now, Karlisa's supposed to be her manager, right? I think she was out here making music. I don't know how these people is making music. If Cardi B ain't selling music, how the fuck are you selling music? I don't know. I don't know. I'm giving you what I got. You're going to have to work with it. But of course, I want to hear what y'all got to say. All right. What it is. Ooh, see? The home. Stability. You know, it's the fourth house. Wow. It's her environment, I want to say, but let me see what the challenge is on this card. Let me see. Now, of course, you can look up what the fourth house it is because it's right here in the middle. And I tell you, Journey even wanted his ass to go back to jail. She said, I'm calling the police. Now, the challenge is let your home be your sanctuary that helps you prepare to deal with the world. Not a place in which you hide from the world. I told you, she hiding with the clothes over there. But I don't give a damn if she try to hide all she want. It's coming out in Journey. Journey be having the dolls fighting, whooping each other. I don't ever remember having my Barbie dolls fighting. If anything, I was combing their hair, making them clothes and stuff like that, trying to get them pretty. And I'm not saying that I was living in the best household either, but they wasn't fighting. And they be talking shit. They be whooping their ass. Now, the gift is a sanctuary within your soul and safe surroundings in which to renew. Allow you to regenerate, find your center, and greet the world afresh. Yes, you gotta have a fresh attitude. Now, I don't know. I'm still stuck on it. I don't know what it is, y'all. But it is associated with this. Because whatever, the card is before it, it usually reflect, what's going on with that. Okay. Yeah, discomfort. And it's temperance energy, which is 14. Yeah, it's just like look at the stairs. Like she don't even know which way to damn go. Debilitated. Yeah, confrontation. And it's on the King of Pentacles and on the Four of Wands. That's her environment, her community, her family. Yeah. Journey whooping on her ass. Oh my God. And it's a lot of wand action down here. And see, together they make 10 pentacles. Now this King of Pentacles could be blue. And I don't know. It's like it's a lot of confrontation with all these all these people. And look at Journey. Look at Journey at the table, y'all. Look at it, growing up. She's being groomed. She's a 304 in training. Who is that? Karlisa and Bree with the witch's hat on? Is that Bree? Is that Karlisa's lover? Child, I don't know what's going on with these people. Yeah, but I am getting a lot of grooming. I'm getting somebody. It's like, look at all these coats back here. And it just gives me the feeling because they all the same color. It's just like, girl. Now, didn't they say that she only had one man? Bullshit. I don't believe it. Yeah, I do get the feeling that she may be stepping into something new though. She on the ledge. Don't push me. Look at her on the porch. She ready to step out. Let me see. Let me put yeah. Let's see. 9-1. It's an altar. It's like the phoenix rising from the fire. It's soul searching with nurture. Now let's see what the challenge is of that. All right, Jaidyn, I'm trying to give you all the answers you need. I be believing sometimes these people be watching. I believe Chrisean actually watched one of my videos because she called herself a trendsetter. You definitely that. You know, it's making me think about Empress energy. Now, the Empress energy could be a baby mama, a mother. You know, she could represent Mother Universe or creativity. You know, seeds, things coming to fruition, and things of that nature. Now, Chrisean, I said she ain't Empress energy, but yeah, she bring a lot of abundance to other people, not herself. Everybody make money off of you. But anyway, let me see. Now the challenge is: do not mistake smothering and enabling for fantasizing actions as signs of love. This is like gentle parenting, you know, allowing BlueFace to do what he do, and rewarding bad behavior and shit like that right there. Yeah. You know, because Journey will probably knock her upside the head and she'll probably go right in the refrigerator and give her a popsicle. But anyway, it says, once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. Now, the gift is there is sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all parts of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. And you know, it's like to recharge, to regroup is to go out, put your feet in the soil, to really connect to Mother Nature. You know, and a lot of times these people go out here and put all this plastic surgeries in their body, and you become inorganic. Man, we already got enough going on with eating the food. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But yeah. She needs to ground. She needs to really connect. She needs to, yeah, something she needs to separate herself from. Right here with the pendulum and nurture. Yeah, she don't know what the hell to do. She had a crossroads. And it's money. Yeah, 6 of Cups. The past. That's it. It's as great as you want to be. Trauma, attachment, relationships. And look what she had on the bed. Seriously? There you go again. Somebody trying to talk some sense to her, and it's right here on the Lovers. The Lovers in this card is single, nurturing, relationship. I don't know. Now it could be a female counterpart trying to tell her to I don't know. what Jaidyn got going on in the background. What is that? I don't know. I feel like somebody might be in her ear. Trying to convince her of something. Because Blue is bringing you down, girl. Yeah, they go the Emperor. That's Blue. Right here on the Six of Wands, grooming her. And, you know, calling her mid. And did he call Stunner Girl beautiful? Now, she don't look no different from Jada. I mean, Jaidyn. Stunner Girl is not purty. She ain't ugly, but she mid too. Shit, what you talking about? But yeah, and I'm just looking at the clock in her hand in regards to the Emperor, and still on the porch. I just get the feeling that she want to walk away from something. You know, she's tired of sitting on the sidelines, on the bench, you know, time out and pull me back in when you need me all over again. Yeah. I mean, you already can tell that she don't stand up to herself because she want to stand up to her own child. Now, Seven of Swords is here, which is self-sabotage, or it could be something external. But swords usually do represent the mind. I don't know. If somebody's telling her some wrong shit or not. Ooh, there's a contract. 8 restrictions. And there's the good luck charm. Now, 8 we know represents the 8th house. Sometimes it's contract. The 8th house represents other people money, relationships, actual acts of sex. You know, inheritance and things of that nature. You know, legalities, going to court, divorces. Look at that. And what's that? Just look at the feet. Crisscross. Is that your manager? Could be your manager. Child, what's going on? Like Jaidyn, Karlisa, and Bree all be up in the bed together. She Karlisa ran over there to BlueFace house talking about her and her husband. You know, going through it. Child, your husband is out there having a whole nother life without you. I already told you that in the reading. But I don't think you really too much care. She don't care, y'all. She got Bree. Let me see. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles, you know, but every time I see this, it gives me a box of chocolate. It's a little mystery, you know. It's giving me Forrest Gump. I don't know, but you know, it's one of patience. It's slow moving. You know, it's not. You know, it's gonna take its time. You know, for the most part, it's a card that's supposed to represent stability. You know, he ain't coming for a little while, but for a long time. Now, because it's with the home, Queen of Wands, which is being groomed, you know, because we see her over here being groomed in the Six of Wands with the Emperor. And it could have something to do with, you know, all those trauma bonds and something that she's used to, something she could have done in her past. I don't know. I tell you, I get all these people as posters. I call them posters and strippers and and do strange things for change. Yeah, all of them. And it's giving me a little mystery. I don't know. It's almost like, which way do I go? You see how she's standing there in this path, like, I don't know. And then maybe she want to take off the the braces and run. Forrest. I don't know, girl. Now, it's giving me Pandora's box as well with this Queen of Wands. It just made me look at the Ace of Pentacles right there on the box. Remember the good luck charm and the Ace of Pentacles? What is that? You know, it's and you never know what you're gonna get when you bite into one of those chocolates. And it almost do look like it's time for something. Somebody really trying to talk sense into you. Yeah, see? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. But it's a van. And remember when she was looking at the cups? I don't know. Did she take all the cups? That was in that cabbage. But let me see. I don't know. Maybe she's questioning loyalty and things of that nature. You know? You see the dog right there? I don't know. But just look at her face. She's in wonder. Let me see. Look at the 10 of Cups. I don't know. Is that journey? I want to say that is. Now, I don't know. Like 3 people is right here with journey. But now there's 2 people right there with journey. But it's 10 cups, which means family. Now, journey over there off the blanket. And they on the blanket. But look at all those bottles. All those cups. And you see how she's trying to build the castle? Every time I see castles, all I think about is Blue's castle. But it's with confrontation and it's family. You see? Opposition. You know? Even though they're drinking cupcakes and Journey taking it all in. See now, if that would have been me, you know, listening to grown folks talk, I would have been slapped all in the mouth. You know, get up out of here. Look at her. She all in. Yeah. Now, I want to say that this one over here without the witch hat on, she gives me a enchilada vibe. Look at it. Something's definitely going on. Something going on with Journey, boy. And I hate to say it, but yeah. See, the Knight of Cups. And you see she's appalled. And see the heart. She needs to cleanse. And see the book. Now look like all over here with all these books over here in this nurture. He did narrow it down to one book. Let's see what you got, girl. And look at the shack in the back. Yeah, anytime you see a little shack in the back like that, sometimes it represents hermit energy, you know. With the Ace of Cups. Now what you gonna do? You gonna choose you or you gonna choose this shit? What you gonna do, Jaidyn? There the cup go. Now it do look like whatever's going on here is intensifying because you went from the night to the page. I mean the page to the night. Let's see. All these cups. Look. Journey done whooped her ass. She need a hot water bottle. She done ran up to her and kicked her in the stomach, child. Hope she ain't pregnant. What is going on? Sometimes that do represent that. You know, it's heartbeat, a new beginning. You know? But what? See all the books over there on the thing right there? Yeah, you're trying to figure something out. But that hot water bottle. And there they go. They won't even go away. You know? They in communication. Trying to figure out how to make this money. Yeah, she don't want to do it though. And I don't know it's such a beautiful card. But the one eye symbolism always messed me up. And she got on a yellow dress, which is usually Oshun energy. Yeah. It's the Fool. Right here with confrontation. Now, I don't know. Right here with the King of Pentacles. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna see it clearly? Let me see what's behind that. Oh! That's pain from her past. But something new is there on the other side. Something better than what you got going on. Now, it do give me the feeling that there could be a love interest, a new opportunity. And it could be also to make money. It could be both at the same time. I see both of them. But let me see. I said I was gonna pull these. Alright, we only want 3 spirit. Now this was kind of interesting. Now, of course, this is all for entertainment purposes only. You know, this is only, the energy that I can think of in regards to, the things that I have witnessed. And, depending upon what the cards is telling me, I don't know. Now you got the artist and the child external showing up right here. Now, I like it because they're in upright. And this could be her artistry, talent, The artist, the world is your canvas. It could represent the 5th house, children, play, with the child right here. And let me see. Now, this one did fall to the side. So, the seeker. And it's in an upright with nurture. And the seeker is just like, a hermit, thirst for wisdom, right here. Yeah. Now, I like it. I mean, when I hear Jaidyn talk, I don't really get a whole lot of toxicity. I think that there was a lot of coercion when it comes to her relationship with Blue. I do believe that she can redeem herself. Because the seeds, even though it does, I'm not saying that her behavior looks any better than any of the rest of these fools in the circus. We can chalk it up to adolescence, I think. I don't know a lot about Jaidyn's behavior in the past, though. I gotta say that. Right? I don't. Right? But what I know, I told you. Look at the prostitute. Music has stopped. Now look who showed up. The manager. And she's right here on the one that's grooming her. The box of chocolate, the emperor. Look at that. Right down the home. And the prostitute. Oh my God. Oh my God. I told you. Whack 100, Kimberly. I'm telling you, when I'm telling you that make it make sense, the trafficking, if he ain't spill it, I swear I told you, I've been telling y'all. Now, it's the prostitute and the destroyer is here. And that's the tower. Damn sure a tower coming. Now, the queen and the mystic. And the mystic is just like the magician, the oracle, the high priestess, and the queen. They all in reverse. Right here with the king of pentacles. And this money. You know? The king and the queen, they business. Now, the queen, she is a bad business deal because she is in a freaking reverse. Yeah, and delusional rapport with the divine. That's definitely Karlisa. Because she's a Christian. I mean, like, look at her behavior. Is she any different from Chrisean? Wow. She's about to experience a tower. Her and her husband. He's tired of her stank ass plot too. Now I don't know. It's something going on. Now I seen a little bit of same sex relationships going on here. A lot of that. A lot of this. Let me see. Oh, industry plant. Well, we know that's blue, but anyway, I don't know. I'll leave that alone. But yeah, it's something going on here. We see a tower coming. The manager. I don't know. Now, she do tend to love Jaidyn, but I don't think that I don't think that she needs to be giving anybody advice. Unless you want to be one of them. Yeah, okay. She's a pimp just like her son. She's a Hugh Hefner. A Hugh Heifer. But anyway, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there because I'm already in an hour and 13 minutes. I think I did mention a couple of people. But anyway, I think that Jaidyn is sick of blue. Yeah, it's money. But anyway, tell me what y'all think. Hit the like button, subscribe. Welcome all new subscribers.